Boys and girls, we've been discussing poetry, and today we're going to go over and review just a little bit, and then you're going to get an opportunity to practice again today with a different poem. Poetry uses imagery, and imagery is the mental picture that the reader is able to develop based on what is being shared through the words of the poet. Well, how do we analyze a poem? Well, first we observe the poem. We look to see if it's short, if it's long, does it have pictures that go along with it to help you kind of understand what's going on, what stands out to you as you look over it. Okay, this is that step in #legit where you're looking for all of those text features, big and bold words, underlined words, as I said before, any pictures that are there. You're looking at the title for sure, because that's one of your features that you want to pay attention to. Here you're going to write all of your thoughts down on the poem as you navigate through it. That is the T portion of the legit strategy, where you're tracking any ideas. And that leads us into number 3, where you're making connections, and you can jot those down out to the side as well. Connections such as text to self, text to text, and text to world. You can think about what's happening in the poem and make a connection to possibly something that you or someone you know of maybe has experienced in the past. Or if you want to make a connection to maybe a TV show or a movie or even a song that talks about the same subject matter, you can jot that out to the side. Or text to text, if there's another poem or story that you've read that kind of ties in with the poem that you're reading, you can jot those down as well. You definitely want to read the poem as many times as you need to. You're going to jot down what jumps out at you during and after you read the poem. And I want you to go line by line, as we talked about before, thinking about what the poet, the speaker, or the narrator is trying to communicate or convey to you, and determining the main idea. Okay, you're going to identify any poetic devices that the poet is using, any onomatopoeia, similes, metaphors, personification, those types of things that we've discussed here in the past that deal with maybe figurative language. And again, reread the poem as many times as you need in order to make sense of it. That's what good readers do. They read and reread. Here is our poem for today. It's a very short poem, and the title is Dreams by Langston Hughes. It says, hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to your dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow. So again, it's a very short poem. So I would like for you to reread it again, at least once or twice more, so that you can get a really good feel as to what Langston is trying to convey to you. Once you read the poem, then you're going to have some analysis questions, okay? And you're going to complete these questions as you move through the poem. What connections did you make to the title? How is the poem organized? Are there stanzas, lines, or any other type of structural element there? What is the tone of the poem? If you need a refresher of what the structural elements are and what tone is, please revisit the resources for learning videos that I've added today, or the ones that I've added previously. Number 4, you're going to list and explain what poetic devices you've identified in the poem. And last but not least, what is the meaning of this poem? What is it that the poet wants you, the reader, to think about? Is there a lesson in this, a life lesson for you? Okay? So again, I want you to make sure that you are taking your time and you're being very intentional and thoughtful about your analysis and what this poem is trying to convey to you. I believe in you. Good luck, and Miss Johnson will see you on the other side.